2 in the morning, rest is getting harder.
Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, episode number 4, season number 1 of Saving Sampdoria. And yes, we had a late show. Thankfully, we got the winner in the last minute. An important and a very important win, to say the least. Loving this team at this moment in time. Not feeling we're getting the rub of the green. We need to, we need to take our chances a lot better, to be honest. Obviously, they've reviewed the offer. They're not happy with it. Clayton, crew want big money, 575,000. I know it's not huge money, but come on, he's a young lad. He's 18 years old. He's valued at 450. That's a huge chunk of change, but I'm prepared to pay 575,000 for Max Clayton because I think he'll do as I think he'll be a huge success at the club. To be quite frank, I think he'll do as he can add a lot more because he can play up front and he can also play left midfield. From a defender's point of view, I want Diego Reyes. I want to give him a great opportunity. I want to see how good he really is. But really, 2.3 million, I'm not prepared to pay that sort of cash for him. Hopefully, 2.1 million will be an acceptable amount of money and we will get a positive reaction out of his club. As you can see, we've got Real Betis in the J Paint Trophy. Hopefully we can do some big business, get the win, get the we need to win. We need to get a run of form. I think that's going to be the key factor. We need to find a run of form. We need to get flowing run going, get lots of wins under our belts. We have a great opportunity there. And I've got to say, this for me is probably the harshest offside I've seen for a long time. Now bearing in mind it's the red line you're worried about. That's to indicate you're offside. Hello? We're onside. We're onside. We are onside. So I feel, we're not getting the rub of the green. EA is not showing us the love. This career mode is not showing us the love at this moment in time. But I have faith in the boys. I have huge faith. I feel we have some great players. We have lots of players who are young. They've all got to develop. Once they start developing, start growing, start becoming better players, I feel that we're going to absolutely dominate this division. But it's going to take a little while. I think, come halfway through the season, the last stage of the end of this first season, you will see the best out of this team. Which means we just got to stay there or thereabouts in the league. If we can stay there or thereabouts, we'll be fine. And when we miss opportunities like that, it's a little bit frustrating, but it's not a big deal because, as I say, I'm not overly worried, especially when you have Eder and he does the business after 24 minutes to give us a well-deserved lead. And I've got to say, I'm still a little bit pissed about that offside decision. The red line is you, the yellow line is the defender. It's clearly dicking us, to be quite frank. We are clearly dicked in the arse by EA, but what can you do? Regardless of that, we got the goal, which is fantastic, a much needed goal, because as I say, we've got to stress this, we've got to stay in amongst it, we've got to get some good form. That's just an annoying goal to concede. To be honest, that's really heart-wrenching goal to concede. The amount of bullshit involved in that goal is frustrating, but that's part and parcel of FIFA. We get a nice little block on there, goes for a corner, and the problem is, if you concede one dodgy goal, you're bound to concede a second. And to be honest, I'm going to take that back. That goal was actually proper decent. I love the run of the player across my defender and just flicking into the back post. It was just like, oh my god, what a decent goal. What a get. Why couldn't you pick him up? Why didn't you pick his run up? Come on, boys. But it's one of those things. Betis just played really decent football. They were so hard to break down. As you can see, we were pushing that hard that they caught us on the counter-attack in the 78th minute. But we nearly get the tackle there. But thankfully, he can't shoot for shit. Otherwise, we could have been in a world of pain. We then try it again, and no. A great clearance over the top. And that's all she wrote from the referee. So we lose the J Paint Trophy. 2-1. A little bit gutted. That offside is still, I don't know if you can sense it, but that offside is still really, I'm bitter and twisted. I am bitter and bloody twisted about that offside decision. It's decisions like that going against you in such an early stage of the season is really, really frustrating. So Edgar is going to become our first signing for Sampdoria. Hopefully he is going to do the biz. He's going to score us some goals. I'm a little bit concerned about him because he's a very lightweight player, but he has so much pace. We might just do the ultimate team. Ball over the top, pace abuse the crap out of him, and hopefully get lots and lots of goals. So we're going to offer a contract to Clayton because Alexander accepted 575. Phil Hayner, oh my days, come on lad. Seriously, I want you. Everyone absolutely rages about you and say you're like epically great. A positive rage, by the way. I don't mean like a negative rage. So we're going to offer him more money. quite simply, I get the feeling the lad wants more cash in his back burner to make the move from Feyenoord to Sampdoria, which is fair dues. I've got no problem with that. I've got no problem with that. As long as he lives up to his expectations of being a bloody decent player. The worst, my fear is he comes in and he's absolutely awful. But, you know, at the end of the day, as a manager, you have to take those risks. Diego Reyes, so his club accepted 2.1 million, which is fantastic. Now, hopefully we can get him for 4 years, $7,000 a week. I'll be happy with that. He's a young lad, so he's got plenty of time to progress, to grow, and hopefully he will. As long as we can keep him injury-free, I think he'll be fantastic. And it'll be nice to bring him into the club. So, Clayton declines our offer. So, what are we saying? You want more dosh as well? Jesus Christ, is it me? Are all these players like money grabbers? They just seem to want more money. You know, 2,250 quid at 18 years old. Are you having a bubble bath, son? That is decent money. Decent cash. So I'm going to give you 2.7. 2,750 quid per week in your back burner for 4 years. Vilhena accepts. We're going to sign him. The deal is done. I'm looking forward to working with Vilhena, I've got to say. I'm positive. I think he's going to do well. Diego Reyes, it's going to be good to connect with him again. Hopefully he'll stay injury free, like I say, and we'll be able to do the biz. I'm going to go back in for Naki Wells, but I'm not going to go too high because I've got another player that I'm really, really interested in. Someone who I got to play with when I was at West Ham doing the manager's role as a Belgian manager, and it's a player that I can't pronounce his name. Alright, yeah, how do you freaking well pronounce his name? I'm going to call him Dennis. I'm going to call him Dennis because I don't want to call him a Pratt or a Frat. I don't get it. Is it the Belgian? Is Frat some French connection with the name? I know he's Belgium, obviously, dipshit, but I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to call him Dennis. Perhaps you can do it phonetically in the comments below. We'll see. But I'm really interested in that lad. He's 18 years old. He looks like a bright, bright star. I mean, he's been linked to the real world, to some of the biggest clubs in the Barclays Premier League, so he can't be too shabby. Be interesting to see how he actually plays. I'm looking forward to linking up with him. And as you can see, we get Vilhena in there straight away. We get Edgar Sali in there straight away. Obviously, Poli is going to be our CDM. He's freaking amazing. Has anyone else used Poli? I mean, Jesus Christ, the guy is freaking awesome. So we're 16th in the table so far. You know, 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses. As I say, this team is not going to come to fruition until the latter stages of the season. You know, let's get over that mid-season part, you know, just past Christmas, and I think you'll see the best of this team. I really, really do think you'll see the best of this team. Very, very shoddy defending now, I have to say, by my very good self. Rossini struggling to get back in there, and thankfully the Bologna forward cannot score for Toffee, which is amazing because we should have been punished. You know, the way they come out of the traps at us, they're really, really testing us, pushing us, breaking us down with ease, hitting us on the counter-attack because I'm trying to go aggressive on the attack, trying to push forward, trying to make openers. Sali with a nice piece of skill there, knocks it into Niad, and wow, what a finish. Absolutely beautiful finish. He plays on left midfield, he's right footed, so when he cuts in, it's just easy for him to knock that ball round the goalkeeper. Beautiful play. Vilhena doing some early work on the ball. Got to say, my first impressions from the actual game, I'm seeing him in training, really, really surprised I haven't signed him before. He played a nice little ball in there again into Niad, and wow, damn, that was a good goal. I was happy with that. That really did make me happy, especially going in at half time and you're winning at home against Bologna, who are a lot higher in the table than you. I know it's early in the season, but these sort of results, you know, give you the positive feeling that you need because it's been a hard start to the season. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Sali doing some great work there, but got to be putting those away, son. Seriously, got to be knocking those in the back of the net. We can't afford to miss opportunities like that. Not when we're playing against some of the you know, the likes of Valencia, Galatasaray, Aston Villa. We really can't be missing those. Poli goes for one. Player gets in the way of the shot. That was honestly going for the top corner. That was easily top corner. From the resulting corner, great ball in, and that is a beautiful header from Rossini. Great header into the top corner, and as you can see, he is ecstatic with his goal. So we finished this episode with a 3-0 win. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you tomorrow for episode number 5.